Welcome everyone to this week's Colorscope. My name's Elizabeth Harper. My website is sealedwithlove.com. So we have a different view in my room this week. I've moved everything around. You're going to see little sparkles going around because I have something in the window that turns around on a little Swarovski crystal and sends these gorgeous rainbows around my room. So we have 3 colors this week that come from my Facebook page. Thank you to my Facebook community for sharing your color choices. So we have Patricia, who gave us lemon chiffon. Then there's Carrie, she gave us watermelon. And Wanda gave us moonstone white. So use your intuition to select one of those 3 colors: lemon chiffon, watermelon, or moonstone white. All right, while you're doing that, remember to subscribe to my love letter. Grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. Find out what your true colors are. And I have some new pieces in my store, store.sealedwithlove.com. This, oops daisy, this is one of them. It's moonstone white. So we have some crystal pieces as well. This is a new necklace. So do check it out, store.sealedwithlove.com. Okay, so what did you choose? So our first color is lemon chiffon. So this made me think of chiffon cake, made me think of food and icing. And lemon, of course, it's yellow. Lemon is a color of cleansing. Think about when you drink lemon tea, you're cleansing your system inside. Well, I remember seeing someone with lemon in their aura, this beautiful kind of lemony yellow in their auric field. And I thought to myself, ooh, they must be cleansing their diet or cleansing their energy field. And they were on a cleansing diet. And the same day, I saw someone with lemon in their energy field, and I thought, oh, they must be on a cleansing diet as well. But it turned out they were cleansing their home. So that lemon energy is very much about cleaning things out internally and externally. And I feel that with that chiffon, okay, I was thinking of chiffon cake, but chiffon is also silk as well. And it's this beautiful see-through transparent silk. So I feel that this is saying that you are cleansing in a way that makes everything transparent. So it's almost like you get more clarity because of that cleanse. And the internal cleanse, of course, can be with your diet, but it can also be on the emotional level and the mental level as well. You know, if you've held on to something tightly, then that lemon energy is coming in to cleanse it out of your system so that then you can move into your power, because lemon is a part of the yellow energy, which is the solar plexus, which is your power center. So you are coming into your power, but you need to do some cleansing first. Okay, so we chose 2 cards for each of the colors. So the first one, these come from the Earth Magic deck by Dr. Stephen Farmer. So it says childhood and innocence. The second card is from the Audacious Action Angels, and this says reflections. So it's House of Reflections. Sorry, I keep moving around, don't I? House of Mirrors. So when you look at that card, you can see that there's a person in it. Just let me close. I've got something here to move out of this thing here. And hopefully you'll be able to see that without the light on it. Oh, get it right there. So you can see that this person is looking in the mirror and the image is a little bit distorted. And it's almost like she's looking a little bit lost and maybe a little bit angry. Well, with mirrors, you can see this sort of reflection coming up in my glasses as well. With mirrors, we are reflecting ourselves. Relationships are reflections of what's going on within us. So any relationship that's around you, if there's anything that's annoying in them, about them, and it's annoying you, then it's something that is truly within yourself. And maybe you just haven't noticed it yet. Also, if there's something you love about someone else, it's the same thing. It's something that is within you that maybe you haven't noticed yet, that maybe you haven't connected with yet. So I feel that House of Mirrors is just saying that if there's something or somebody around you, it's getting on your nerves, or it's somebody that you really esteem, you look up to, then maybe you need to find those qualities within yourself as well, and maybe stop looking at yourself as less than and start looking at yourself as equal to. So the other card with the innocence and childhood, I feel that this is connecting. Maybe if there's anything that you've been doing that's saying that, you know, you're not good enough, then it could well come from some aspect of your childhood. And when I'm looking at this water, it's emotional. It's like holding on to that emotional energy. So maybe there's some inner child work to be done. And there's a male and female energy that's right here, right, with this red and blue. So maybe there's a need for balance of your vulnerable side, your vulnerability, your feminine energy. And maybe there's a need to come more into this place of control or empowerment. I know there's another word that's there and I can't quite get to that word, but there's a feeling of balance that comes with this as well. And I feel that this is all about these reflections that are coming up. So it could also connect with your parents too, because of that childhood energy that's coming up. All right then, so our next color, what's our next color? Watermelon. So watermelon, I love watermelons. So we think of that green as the outside and that gorgeous red on the inside, the pink red on the inside. So this is like your heart, it's a reflection of your heart's reflection again. So the green is balance, it's growth, it's abundance, it's nurturing, it's fertility. Then that red, the pink, is love, it's passion, it's ambition, it's movement. So red is go and green is stop. You know, the traffic lights have got it slightly the wrong way around. So this is saying that right now with that watermelon energy, you are open to adventure, you're open to have a good time, you're opening your heart up, but it might be that you're thinking, should I do this or should I do that? There might be a little bit of indecisiveness. So this week, you may need to just ground yourself, that's the red energy, find what you really want in your heart, that's that beautiful green energy. And the reason I chose this is because I just made a bracelet today with watermelon tourmaline. And that watermelon is about healing your heart, it's about connecting with your heart. So isn't that interesting? It's that beat of the heart, and the beat of the heart connects with the beat of the earth. So there's a need to ground yourself, open to the energy of what you want, and then you can make the decisions based on that. All right? Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come in. Do you know what? I feel very emotional with that, with the pink. So it could be that this week that, you know, because you're focusing on your heart, because you're actually standing still and grounding and connecting with your heart, that you may find some emotion starts to come up for you, and it's a little bit of a surprise for you as well. All right, last thing that comes in is if you're looking for love, then there's a sense of love that's coming to you, and it may not come in the form of partnership, it may come in another way like blessings or someone giving you a compliment, but there's a sense of love that's coming to you this week as well. All right, so our cards, we have Desert, which is Vision Quest. Just get that at the right angle. There you go, Vision Quest. So as you can see, it's almost like it's barren, isn't it? And it's sort of, now what do I need to focus on? Where do I need to go? And what's interesting to me is I'm looking at those two rocks in the center and thinking they look like a couple of people that are kissing. You know, so maybe it's that there's a need to find your tribe, or a need to find people that you really resonate with, or maybe it's further into the future. There's a sense of these are much further into the future. You know, I always say that if you don't have a vision, if you don't have something to focus on, then your energy goes all over the place. It's a little bit like going to a restaurant and not knowing what to order, so unless you know what to order, the universe doesn't know what to send you. So maybe with this vision quest, it's time for you to start focusing on what you want in the next 6 months and what you want 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, so that you can have a vision to move towards. So then the Audacious Action Angels come up with an Eiffel Tower. I just love these cards. They're so sweet. Eiffel Tower. So we see on there's the eye, the third eye, and then there's reaching up into the ethers and looking further ahead. And this is blue and green. Blue and green are about connecting to the earth. So I feel that again, both of these cards are saying that you need to have a vision so that you have something to move towards. Where attention goes, energy flows. And we all have, I have to listen to what I'm saying at the same time as I'm saying it to you, because everything that is coming up for you is also coming up for me. So I need to have that vision as well. Yeah, so we teach what we most need to learn, right? So have a vision, focus on your vision, and then you can move towards it. The universe will bring you what you need to help you to manifest that vision. Okay, so our final color. Now, what's our final color? Oh, it's Moonstone White. Of course it is. It's the bracelet that I made. So Moonstone White. Of course, there's a white energy that goes with this, but the moonstone also has that little flash of blue in it. So when we think of a moon, it's a reflection again, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? So it's all about reflections this week. So the moon is reflecting the light from the sun, right? So that then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So with the white energy, it could be right now that you have been making up a story that's been getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it needs to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So I feel that, on the one hand, it could be a positive story. So that's great. It's getting big. That's fabulous. But it could also be that you're telling yourself a story that no longer resonates with you, no longer suits you, it just doesn't reflect who you are right now. So it's time to let that story go so that you can reduce the size of the story and create a new story, create a new truth that is for you. So that moon energy sometimes is feminine. It's a feminine vibe. So the feminine energy can be the subconscious. So it could be that it's something you've been telling yourself for a long, long time, and it's just gotten so familiar, it's become a routine for you. So it might be that you need some affirmations to shift that energy, or you may need to meditate on where something comes from. If something isn't working in your life, then maybe meditate on where it's coming from. Again, where attention goes, energy flows. If you focus on going within to find the answer to a question, then that answer will rise to the surface. Doesn't have to rise to the surface in the meditation, might rise to the surface during your dream state as well. Okay, so that moonstone also has a blue energy that links to it, and that is psychic. It's an intuitive vibe. So for me, this is saying that it's almost like you are becoming more sensitive, more intuitive, more psychic, more of a healer, more connected to the divine, more connected to your guides. But I also feel that you are getting an intuitive hit and you may not be taking notice of it. Yeah, we all do that, right? Even me. So it's time for you to let go of the story, start connecting to your intuition. Focus on your intuition maybe getting bigger, focus on your lack of confidence maybe getting smaller, and anything else that's been standing in the way of your success, allowing that to get smaller as well. Let's see if there's anything else. You know what? White is usually about cleansing. Doesn't feel like it's about cleansing though. It just feels like it's moving stuff out, which, can be cleansing, but it's not quite as drastic on that cleanse everything like the lemon chiffon. Just seeing if there's anything else that wants to come up. No, I feel that that psychic energy is coming up very strong for you right now, which is great. So now, what are your cards? So you have grounding, which is the tree energy right here. So with grounding, what one of my teachers used to say is that if you are not grounded, you're of no spiritual use. Now, if you flip this card over, it's the tree. So what this tells me is that this is really important for you because you got this card, and because it's on all of the cards, this is a very important message. So it's really, really imperative that you ground. And it could be that you're 2 steps ahead of yourself instead of being in this present moment where your power is, right? Just seeing if there's anything else. Nothing else wants to come up with that. So now the final card is Suit Up and Show Up. Isn't that beautiful? With the pregnant woman. And notice she has this pink and green. And that's the heart energy again. And the pink is unconditional love. But again, I feel that this is about showing up, about being present. And it's almost like something is growing. And you know what? This is like that full moon, isn't it? So maybe something is growing and it's time for, maybe that growth needs your love as well. So, find the message. Find what resonates within these messages, what feels right for you. So maybe something is growing and you need to get rid of it. Something is growing and that's good, or something is growing and you need to love that growth as well, so that then you can manifest more blessings in your life. Okay, so the final color is for all of us. So I'm going to dip my hand over here to one of the bracelets that I made to see which color wants to come up. Okay, so this is a sapphire and iolite bracelet, and it's a blue sapphire is again about that vision, but it's also about going within to your inner wise being and maybe connecting more to your wisdom and not to somebody else's wisdom. The iolite and the sapphire, because it's that blue and it's the vision again, that third eye, I feel that it's, there's almost a sense of communication coming in, an expression coming in, and again, that vision coming in. So it feels like education that's linked with this. So it could be that right now, this week, we are going to be educating ourselves. And it's because we have a vision for our future, and we need this education to help us to take that next step. I feel that with the sapphire, that it's saying that we need to connect with our own inner wisdom. So certain parts of this education isn't going to work for us, and some parts are. Also with the iolite as well, there is a sense of, again, that emotional, it's almost like emotions that are coming up for us to notice and observe, so that we can tweak those emotions and find the right path for us, find what is true for us and what is authentic to our own journey. Interesting. Okay, so I have the cards laid out here. Let's pick a card for each of us, for all of us. All right, see what we get. Oh, wow. We get eagle. Eagle, which is communion, it says here. So I feel that's a communion with spirit. See, there's a Native American that's here, and the eagle is coming. It's like a teacher. So there's a teacher coming up for all of us, and you see the light that's there. That light is information as well. So there's a connection to spirit. So I'm thinking education, like physical education, but the education could come from spirit, from spirit guides, from angels. I love that. So then The Archangel of Mental Makeovers is coming here as well. Look at all that light again. So we're going to get some information this week that's going to help us to maybe change a habit, change a routine, change an idea that we've had, maybe an idea that you've had for a business or for a website or for a cake recipe or anything. Maybe that idea, you're gonna make it over. And it could be an idea that's old as well, but the spotlight is going on it, which is wonderful, and on you too. So something wonderful is coming up this week. I love that. And it's because we focused on it before. So our vision is manifesting and education's coming up too. I love that. Okay, so that's it for this week's Colorscope. Next week will be the Astro Colorscopes, right? Thank you to everyone for being here with me, and to our Facebook friends for sharing colors that we had in our Colorscope this week. Remember to go to my website, sealedwithlove.com. Check out everything that's on there. Grab your free color kit at bit.ly/color kit. And if you would like to train with me, if you'd like to come play at my Intuition Play Shop at the Omega Institute, you can find out more about that as well at the bit.ly link below. Lots of coloricious blessings to you. I will see you next week. Bye.